Where do you usually the music that you compose or play is mostly in orchestra, or do you perform somewhere else? You have CDs of your
Yes, mainly
throughout your
yeah,
life.
so I started composing when I was maybe 19, 20. I compose a lot of sacred music, songs, that are played in churches, for example, in Argentina.
Okay. And you have recorded them?
Yes, yeah, I have many albums, maybe more than 20, with all my music.
Do you play any music apart from the Western? You have interest towards?
Yes, yeah, maybe
a band.
I have a strong connection with folkloric Argentinian music.
But nothing mainstream? Not so much mainstream?
No. Maybe in my music I have a strong influence of native folkloric music, indigenous music from South America. On that, no? And from the last year, from Indian music also, no? Since I started collaborating with India, I've got, but not from Indian music, but mainly from Indian philosophy. So I think the interesting, if I can say interesting thing of my compositions is that I use the philosophy as a vehicle for composition. No? So most of the composers, when they interact with India, they interact with the sound of India. No, with the ragas or with the rhythms, which is interesting also. But then it sounds like fusion. No? It doesn't sound like an original style, or it's not easy when you start combining an Indian raga with this. No, it sounds like it's India but played by Western. No? So what I realized that I choose to use philosophy as a vehicle for composition. No? So the ideas, the difficulty is that you have to process. The way of processing the musical material is through the Buddhist phenomenology. No?
And someone wants access to your material, where can they get it? Is it online? On YouTube?
Yeah, some of that is online. We are creating now a platform for...
You're also there on YouTube, right? Your
music.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Few last questions that I would want to answer regarding Goa. What's the music scene in Goa, and what is in store for Goa's Western music and other things, or anything that you can elaborate on Goa?
Yes. So I think I will send you some articles that from last year that describe more or less how does the music scene has changed. It has changed in the last 5 years, no? Because of the creation of the Western Music Chair and the interaction between Goa and other places of India also, no?
I somewhere read that. Sorry to interrupt. I somewhere read that your plans of starting a school, a Western music school in Goa.
Yes. Well, our main thing is to create a music degree at the university. That thing. I think
it can be anywhere. It can be here or at the music school in
at the university. No? Actually, we've already got the approval for a community college. No, for Western music. That's already approved. So, but we want to do it properly because it's going to be the first music degree for Western music in India.
In India, and that too in Goa.
Yeah. So we want to attract people. There's a big movement of Western music happening in India.
From before,
the last 5 to 7 years, it has changed a lot.
It has changed.
It's changing.
But before it wasn't that much.
As I know, it has changed a lot. No? On choral music, it has changed. Also with the interaction with more Westerns, and Indians. Now there's a generation of Indian musicians that have been trained there, and they are coming back. Yeah, and they want to come back. Because before, most of them, when they were trained there, they stay there because there was nothing to do here. Like a professional pianist 20 years ago, he would never come back because there's nothing to do for him here. But now they see that there are some things that they can do.
And can they survive?
Little by little, it's happening. It's happening.
What's the future for the Goa University Choir? I know it has a bright future.
Yes.
What do you think?
On the last year, from 2017, we are like we have a regular choir, because before we were only like a few months a year, 2-3 months a year. But from last year, and since then we have improved a lot. We've done our first recording. We did an album, which is there. No? That album is there. No?
The rain or
Rains of
the rains of faith and
yeah, which combines some Indian music with Gregorian chant. No, it's a nice album.
It's your composition, right?
Yeah, some parts.
Some parts
of I did. Some parts are original music from other composers.
You do compose original music, and
Yeah, yes.
how long does it take for you? Months, years?
Depending, no?
Okay.
It takes a lot of
Yeah,
time.
just like
Yeah. It's like if you write a book, maybe you
True.
just vomit it in a few months, or you can take 10 years to write
True.
it. No?
And your performance is always original? No.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
With the choir. you
Choir?
mean?
Yeah.
No, sometimes we do.
Okay.
Like now we did with the Bombay, with the Symphonic Orchestra of India, we did the Beethoven's Ninth Symphony,
Okay.
which is one of the biggest music choirs of history, you know. So from last year, the choir has been improving a lot. We did already 2 concerts at the NCPA with the National Orchestra. No, we did a few trips to Bombay, Bangalore, and Mangalore also. We are planning some trips abroad to Europe.
Even in North India, there's a demand in Delhi.
Yes, yeah, we haven't
Calcutta?
been, but
Okay.
yeah.
And your plans of mixing Eastern and Western with the choir is also going to happen.
Yes, we are already doing. No, mainly most
Few
of the repertoire that
coexisting.
we are trying to, at least 2 or 3 programs a year, are about that. No, so interacting also with Indian musicians, but it's not easy. It's not easy because it's not about just mixing. No, it's like for me it doesn't work if you just put curry into beef. No, it's not about that.
Yeah,
no?
true.
It's about the creation of something new. No, it's like a new dish, not a mix of flavors. No, and that takes time. No, it takes time and exploration and mistakes, and we try and it doesn't work, or it's okay but people like it but we don't like it, so we move ahead and we'll try another way. No, so we've been already collaborating with Indian musicians for 3 years already. No, and now we are just maybe finding a way to make it happen better and better, no? Because traditions are very different, no? One is written, one is not written, one is improvised, no? The other one is everything is planned, and no. So how do you, no, cross those traditions that everyone will feel comfortable, but also free to develop their own ideas, no? So that's something that needs to be processed. No?
Is Goa the ideal place to study Western music or anything related to Western than any other part?
In India?
In India? South Asia?
Yeah, well, in South Asia you have many other places.
Places,
no?
okay.
Yeah. Right. Some other countries are much more...
Sri Lanka and...
Maybe not, I don't know, Sri Lanka, I don't know what South Asia is for you, but like Thailand and all that.
They have
South Asia,
East Asia. But
yeah, so East Asia it's much more...
It's much more than...
much
yeah?
more, no?
Okay.
Yeah, Japan,
But in India? Or Japan?
Japan, Thailandia, Malaysia, Indonesia,
Japan,
they have the best choirs in the world. You know? Much better, probably better than the Europeans ones. No?
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, they have developed a...
But in India, Goa can be a...
Yeah, I think so, no? Because
or Bombay,
here,
the Parsis are doing better.
Well, they have a lot of money and they have
Okay.
the National Center Performing Arts and
Okay.
they have the Symphonic Orchestra of India. But not many Indians are there. Most of them are foreigners. Like
Okay.
the Symphonic Orchestra of India, 90% of them are foreigners. There are only 7 Indians in an orchestra of 80 people. No? So it's an Indian orchestra, I don't know. I mean, it's paid by Indians, yes. But not many Indians are playing. The conductors are not Indians, the choir is not Indian. So, for example, this season is the very first time with the university choir that an Indian choir is singing with the Symphonic Orchestra of India.
Okay.
Usually they used to host international choirs.
Okay.
But now they realize that they can get good quality choirs also from India, which is easier, cheaper, no, for them. No, much cheaper to bring a university choir from Goa than to bring 50 British singers from UK. No?